Continuing our topic, episode 3 on artificial intelligence versus spiritual divinity. Please go and have a look at our previous videos in order to give you a background on this topic. But in essence, it discusses the viewpoint whether we as spiritual creatures have the same tools like artificial intelligence to assist us in our daily lives. For this purpose, I'm going to refer to my laptop. The text that we want to discuss today is The Lost Gospel of Thomas That Changes Everything by Greg Braden. Now, it is believed that the Lost Gospel was written 300 years after Jesus. According to Greg Braden, the Lost Gospel consists of 114 sayings attributed to Jesus. Now, what makes this the Lost Gospel so powerful is because it is believed to be the actual words of Jesus. Now we are only going to discuss one of these powers in the Lost Gospel of Thomas that explain to us how to harness this one spiritual power. Now, Greg Braden believed that the reason why, in this case, humans can't use this one power is because the text in our Christian Bible that explained this power was edited and condensed. And for this reason, we cannot harness this power because we don't use this power, or we don't know how to use it correctly. To unleash the force of the divine matrix in our lives, we must first understand how it works. For us to learn or understand how to use the language that the divine matrix understand, we must refer to those people in our past who have learned and used the language. Now the question is, what does Jesus and the masters say about this language? How I understand it from the scholars is that they all believe that this divine matrix are the same for everyone, whether you are Christian, Hindu, or Buddhist. And according to them, there's an energy field all around us, and that we have the language to tap into this energy. Now, my question is, if we go and look at the saying number 3 in the Lost Gospel, and I'm going to quote a part of it. Jesus say, "The kingdom is inside of you and outside of you. When you come to know yourselves, you will become known, and you will realize that it is you who are the sons of the living Father." Apparently here Jesus was speaking to his disciples. I believe that's the reason why he's using "you the sons." He's not using "you the sons and daughters of the living Father" in this context. What Greg Braden also mentioned is that his experience when they visited a Buddhist monastery, and the Buddhists explained to him that feeling is the prayer. So feeling is thus the language that you use, if feeling is the prayer. They go further, and I'm referring to the text. They were told that they must feel is as if their prayers have already been answered. This apparently to him was confirmed when they looked at the text in an Egyptian monastery. This was before the text was edited. And we are going to look at the original text. Now, this text explains to us how you must pray. It's almost similar for me if you look at Bible scriptures where it states that we walk by faith, not by sight. I think I'll come back to that portion at a later stage. Here's the saying 106 of the Lost Gospel of Thomas. Jesus said, when you make the two, now the two is believed to be thought and emotion, one, you will become the sons of men. And when you say mountain, move away, it will move away. Greg Braden makes an example of a woman who had a tumor and the tumor just disappeared. Apparently, what happened is the practitioners, the people who was praying for her, had the thought, emotion, and feeling of the tumor being healed or already healed. And this feeling and thought and emotion became one. And when it became one, you can say, mountain move. In this case, the tumor disappeared. Another verse in the Lost Gospel of Thomas almost say the same thing. Saying 48, Jesus said, if two make peace with each other in this one house, they will say to the mountain, move away, and it will move away. Now, what is Jesus talking about when he say when two in this one house makes peace? He's referring to thought and emotion in this body. When it makes peace become one, then you can say to the mountain, move. Our hearts create an electrical wave, a magnetic wave that the field recognize. Create a feeling in your heart as if your prayer has been answered. That feeling create the magnetic field and electrical wave that bring the answer to you. Now in the King James Version, John 16 verses 23 to 24, Secrets of the Lost Mode of Prayer, pages 166 to 167. We have the condensed edited version. And this is how it reads. Whatsoever ye ask the Father in my name, he will give it to you. Hitherto have ye asked nothing in my name. Ask and ye shall receive, that your joy may be full. Now, in the 4th century, the two sentences were removed that explained how we should ask. Now, this is how the original Aramaic version or translation looks like. Original version, Neil Douglas Kidd's Prayer of the Cosmos, Meditations on the Aramaic Words of Jesus, pages 88 to 87, Secrets of the Lost Mode of Prayer, page 166 to 167. All things that you ask straightly, directly from inside my name, you will be given. So far you have not done this. Now here is the piece that was edited, or shall I say that was lost. Ask without hidden motive and be surrounded by your answer. Be enveloped by what you desire, that your gladness be full. This is how Greg Braden puts it. be enveloped. If you want the perfect relationship in your life, if you want the healing in the body of your loved ones, feel as if it already occurred. Field does not recognize your voice. The field recognizes your heart. When it states ask without hidden motive, you should not judge. In the case of the tumor, judge the tumor or wish it away. It must be without motive, meaning negative thoughts. In the case of the woman with the tumor, the practitioners did not judge the tumor. They didn't regard it as bad or good, right or wrong. They basically just accept it as a reality, one possible reality in the quantum world. And by assuming and feeling the healing of the woman, they accepted a new reality. And by accepting this reality and feeling it, they were speaking the language of the electric field. They became so excited that they start chanting. And the chants that they used was wasa wasa. Loosely translated, means already done. Then they went and chanted further, May, May, which means now in the quantum field. Or not quantum field, but rather the quantum world. And her body responded to it. Physical reality must respond to the language it understands.